Nicole set up this amazing party, and I felt so privileged that Sandy wanted us to be there. And we went outside to Cardinal Gardens, and she had a limo, and I've just never seen an adult, a 21-year-old, so just amazed and excited about a limousine. And he just kept saying, and that's the amazing thing about Sandy, he would just tell you, this is amazing, this is the most incredible thing ever, I am so excited that you're here. And without a beat, would just tell you that. And his face was just oh, guys, this is the best night ever. He was so excited. And that's just that excitement and that enthusiasm is just so Sandy. And you could tell that he was proud of it. It was amazing.
The memory that I have of Sandy is the spring right after we had inducted him into the troop. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I think after Paul Backer, I would always cross paths with Sandy and Nicole. Just on their way to class, and I was on my way. I wrote this couple and they're on their way to class, and every time you see Sandy, whenever you cross paths with him, it's never a normal experience, let me tell you. And it never was. It was always a little confusion, a little stuttering, maybe a laugh or two, and then kind of kidding. But one time it was a bit different, because the next thing I know, Sandy and I's arms are outstretched, and we're embracing in a bear hug. And then I turned to Nicole, and I'm like, yeah. And so Nicole and I hug, and then finish off the trio, Sandy and Nicole hug. But no, it's not done in the middle of the McClintock when everyone hugs. No, we had weird, Tetris-like, it seemed 5 minutes it took to get into this formation. We got this group hug in the middle of McClintock at 2, it's just bustling, and we just group hugged for 3 or 4 minutes staring at us. So after that happens, our normal shuffle and we leave. But every time after that, Sandy always wasn't sure if we were going to group hug again. Sometimes be oh, not today. That just, to me, the hallmark of Sandy. You never could cross paths with him and not leave without just feeling better if you're having a sad day, or just kind of a little laughter to get you through the rest of the day. And I think that's kind of what he's left home.
I remember one of the first few times we were trying out Cauldron in rehearsals, the suggestion was terrible things to brag about or something like that. So I go out and I'm I just had sex with the fattest girl in school. And I head back, and Sandy comes on like this. He says, I just had sex with Evan Moore. Sandy being able to make fun of me like that showed really how close we had just gotten in the past 6 months, and it was something very special.
I think one of the things that I loved most about Sandy was just how insatiable his joy was, his eagerness, and just his appreciation for improv, for comedy, for friendship. And I
think one of my fondest memories of just merry men was one day he came up to me, just kind of pulled me aside, and he says, Joe, I don't want to keep you, but I just wanted to ask, how did all of this start? And he just wanted to know exactly how where the merry men came from, what we were doing, and so I told him that in my very long-winded kind of silly way, just the story of this funny idea that I had. And I went to Mark, and he said maybe we can make this work. And I said, really, I mean that's all it was. It's just I really like to do improv, and I wanted to get as many people as I can together to do this all the time. And I mean he's wow, thank you. I'm really glad you did. And I think that's probably one of the most proud I've ever been of anything I've ever done. And seeing you all here and seeing all of us together just makes me so proud. And I thank all of you, and I thank him for really making something that I never thought would be more than just a silly thing, but just something fun to do. I never thought it would become anything like this and create so much love and support. And I'm just so glad that he got to add so much to that.
So I had been kind of, I knew we were doing this tonight, and I got really pressured because I didn't know what to say. I wanted to be appropriate and like respectful. So I was worried, and I didn't have anything. And then today I was doing laundry, and I was listening to my iPod, and one of my favorite songs came on, and it was it's by Weezer. It's a Good Riddance song, and it's really sad. And it made me really sad and kind of had some, I don't know, issues. But it made me think back to the day Sandy and I shot his 90. And Nicole was there, and it was just us three. We were driving around filming it in random streets. But the whole day had kind of gone awry. Just everything that was going wrong was going wrong. Like, Sandy left me downtown. And all and at one point, I had to run in it, a lot of it, and Sandy wanted to film me in a wheelchair. That was Nicole was pulling back really quickly away from me. Anyway, but Nicole couldn't really do it. Sandy's liking, like I could see his face kind of. He just wasn't happy. It's like a little like drift to one side. Anyway, so that day, so he took me out to lunch that day so that he could make it up to me. I'd kind of been sarcastically like, oh, stay low, Sandy, like, where's my trailer? Kind of like that. And at lunch, Ben actually bumped into us there. I remember that. So he was there, kind of off to one side, and Sandy and I, he's always worried to know each of us enough. Better friends. That's the great thing about him. But he wanted to ask these questions to kind of know each other better. And so I asked questions, he would answer them, we go back and forth. And then he asked me if I could change one thing in my life, what would I change? And I said something stupid, sarcastic, whatever. And then I was like, oh, okay, so what would you change? And I was like, if Nicole was bad today, and there's Ben. And then he smiled and he went, I wouldn't change a thing. And I thought that today,